What's up everyone, and welcome back for another video here on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you are one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back, checking in, watching another video. I truly appreciate all you guys' support, and any new subscribers or new people to the channel, welcome, and thank you for clicking on the video as well. For a quick introduction, my name is Monet. I am 26 years old. I am a single cash budgeter, so I just showcase me trying to manage my money and become better with my finances. It wasn't really something that I learned growing up, so I'm just trying to do better as I age. So if you're interested in understanding the cash envelope system and seeing how it works in real life and how you can implicate it into your budget as well, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I would love to have you. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will always be notified whenever I upload my next video. So within today's video, as I maneuver back into getting into a routine and getting back to the basics, I am going to be sharing with you guys how I track my expenses for the week. If you are familiar with the channel, you've seen me do this before, but I just want to get back into a routine and making sure that I'm tracking my expenses, because that is really the best way that allows me to stay on budget and allows me to see exactly where my money goes. So if you're interested in seeing how I track my expenses and what I spent my money on for the week, then just keep on watching. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I took my sheets out of my budget binder, and we can first just explain how I track my expenses, just in case anybody is new. So here we see I have my calendar view for the month of June. All of the sheets that you see me use are sheets that I create myself. I do have them available for a digital download if you also think that they'll be helpful, but all the information for that will be down in the description, so check it out if you think it would benefit you. So just to reiterate the way of how I track my expenses, I track my expenses each week. So each week I like to see where my money went and how I decided to spend it. So when it comes to me and how I like to track my expenses, I always like to do it based on when I get paid. So I normally always get paid on Friday, so I like to track my spending from Friday to Thursday. For example, this week we're going to be tracking my spending that I did from June 2nd to June 8th. So anything that I spent within that week is what I like to account for, and it ensures that since I'm not going to get paid again for another week, because I don't get paid again till the 16th, it lets me know how much money I'm working with for the next half of the week when I don't have any money coming in. And that's a good time for me to evaluate if I need to add money to a category or if I feel like I have too much. That is always a good realization for myself to see if I'm budgeting enough or if I need more money. So yeah, just showed the calendar view just to give you guys an idea visually of how I'm tracking my week. But now we can get to my expense tracker, because that's the page where I actually track my expenses. Okay, so here we have my expense tracker. Since I am a cash budgeter, I do rely heavily on my receipts. So I keep a collection of all my receipts that I was able to spend throughout the week, and I just reference them to show what I spent my money on. Now, for this week in particular, it's not a lot of physical receipts because my friends came to visit me on Saturday. So we did a lot of hanging out and I did some spending, but a lot of those were online, so I don't actually have the receipt for them. But typically, if I get a receipt, I like to hold on to it, collect it, and add it to my paper. And of course, if I'm ever talking about receipts, I have to let you guys know about the Fetch app. This is just a great app that I always like to mention. I shared it with my family, my friends, because everybody needs to know about this app. So basically, if you have receipts, you take a picture of your receipt, and then those receipts turn into points. And then those points you can accumulate within your Fetch app, and you can use those points for gift cards. I use mine for Dunkin' Donuts. I use mine for Best Buy, Amazon. So you're gonna spend your money anyway, and you're gonna get receipts, so why not get some points and turn it into cash? So the link for my Fetch is always down below. If it is your first time using the app, the first time you scan your receipt, and if you use my code, you would get 2,000 points and I would get 2,000 points. So it's just a nice bonus to get you started if you want to check it out. But anyway, let me go ahead and get started with listing my expenses. So the first spending that I did was on the 2nd. That was the Friday when I got paid. In preparation for the company that I had coming over, I wanted to go ahead and grocery shop. So I am a person that likes to go to multiple grocery stores and try and get the most for my buck. So I went to Walmart and I went to Kroger, and you guys, since I moved, I've never been to a Kroger. It's like my first experience. I'm typically a ShopRite person. If you're from Jersey, you know what ShopRite is, but Kroger, it's a nice substitution for my ShopRite. So I'm excited to check that out. I downloaded the app and everything. So I went to Kroger, and then I also went to Target. So for myself on my paper, I just lumped them all together underneath transactions because it was all under the category for groceries. And then if I total up everything from all 3 stores within the receipts, it came to $165. I also round up my amounts whenever I write them. So in reality, it was like $164.84, but I round everything up to the next dollar because I just don't deal with coins, and it's easier for me to keep track and make sure that I have the right amounts within my wallet. So that was our first thing. And on 6/2 also, while I was out grocery shopping within Walmart, I picked up some toiletries. So picked up some soap, picked up some lotion, paper towels, you know, those type of things to make sure that I was fully stocked for when everyone came over. And within my toiletries, that was $50. So that is all of the spending that I did on the 2nd. Now we get into the 3rd. So the first thing that we all went and did was go to the movies because we went to see Little Mermaid. If you have not seen the movie, it's amazing. And my cousin and my best friend, that's who came to visit me, and we all made a pact that we were gonna wait to see that movie together. So when they came, we went and saw that movie together, and it was amazing. So I took that out of spending, and that was a total of $15 for that. And then on the 3rd, after that, we went and got some food. My guilty pleasure is Five Guys. If you know, you know. It's not good for me, but listen, when I want something greasy, I gotta eat it. So I treated myself on the weekend to Five Guys, and I took that out of my eating out category, and that was a total of $15. That's all we did on the 3rd. Now we get into the next day, which is the 4th. And on the 4th in the morning, we went and got breakfast from Dunkin'. That is also another one of my favorite spots. But on that day, we got some donuts and a refresher, and that was $10 at Dunkin'. Then on the 4th, we went to an escape room. So this is mainly me. My best friend likes it kinda, and my cousin really doesn't like escape rooms, but I love doing escape rooms. Whenever somebody comes over, I'm like, we have to go do that. So I took that out of spending, and that was just a good activity for us to do, and that was $40. And then on the 5th is when everyone left. So I went to Costco after doing all of that driving, and I got some gas, and that was for $20 to fill up my tank. So really all of my spending was on the weekend, and then during the week I was like, I don't really want to spend anymore. So that is all of my spending that I did for the week. So now that we completed my expense tracker, we can go ahead and fill out my weekly check-in. All right, you guys, so here is my weekly check-in. These pages really just go hand in hand, but this is how I account for each week within the month. So when I started, I stated that this was for my spending between June 2nd and June 8th. So this is just where I like to write the dates. And then over here are the categories. That is just everything that I have within my wallet. So that's just what I'm trying to keep track of. So let me go ahead and write that. All right, so now that we have our categories written out, first let's go ahead and account for any money that was added this week. So since I did get paid on June 2nd, I did have money to add. And if we go ahead and reference right here our paycheck number 1 that we sat and did together, we can go and add what we did. So gas, we gave 50, so that would be 50. Spending got 150. Groceries received 150. Toiletries got 20. Clothing 15. And eating out received 30. So this is all of the money that got added for the categories. And then if we look back at our expense tracker, the minus is just all the money that we spent. So for gas, we have one spending for gas, and that was for $20. Spending, we have 2, so we have 15 plus 40, so that's a total of 55. Groceries, we went grocery shopping once, and that was for $165. Toiletries was for $50. Clothing, we did no spending from clothing this week, so that would be 0. And then eating out was 15 and 10, so that's a total of 25 that was deducted from eating out. All right, and then we simply just fill out our remaining. So since this is the start of the week for June, I will reference back to how I ended April. So my April remaining is basically my starting balance. So if we look at gas for the week prior, we had $64 remaining. We added 50 and we spent 20. So that means I have $94 left in gas. In gas, I don't keep physical cash for it. I keep that on my debit card, but I have a separate account for it and I am showing $94, so that is correct. Now the rest of the categories I have within my wallet. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them out because we're gonna count and make sure that our remaining is actually what we have left. So if we do the same thing for spending for the week prior, we had $10. We added $150 and we spent $55. So that means I should have $105 left in spending. Checking my spending, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5. So that is correct, $105. Next we have groceries. Groceries, we ended with 20. We added $150 and we spent $165. So that would leave us with $5 for groceries. Here is groceries, and we have one $5 bill. So that is correct. Moving on to toiletries. Toiletries, we ended with 35. We added 20 and we spent 50. So that also leaves us with $5. Toiletries and 5. Clothing, we ended with 30, added 15, and we took nothing out. So we should now have $45. 20, 30, 40, 45. That is correct. And then last up, we have eating out. Eating out, we had 0. We added 30 and we spent 25. So we should also have $5 left in that envelope. So here we have $5. So everything checks out and all of my dividers are accounted for. So as I said, this is an example of me reflecting and seeing that basically for groceries, toiletries, and eating out, I only have $5 left to get me by until I get paid again. For myself personally, I should do fine. I shouldn't need to spend any money. Groceries, I'm fully stocked on. I have enough to get me by for another week. Toiletries, I'm also good on. And eating out just means I can't eat out unless I'm going to like McDonald's and I'm getting a fry for like $2, $3. But other than that, it's not in the budget for me to eat out. But if I felt like I did not give myself enough, I would take that into consideration the next time I do my cash stuffing and make sure I give myself something that will allow me to actually stick to my budget, because that is the most important part, making a budget that is attainable for yourself and something that you can stick to, so then you don't feel discouraged if you keep, falling into zero, or if you keep taking stuff out, or if you go into debt. If you set yourself up for success, then that will just make your budget and your experience with the process more beneficial. All right, but overall, you guys, that is all I do for my weekly check-in. It doesn't take much, just a couple of hours, one day out of the week to make sure that you are still on track and doing good within your budget. If you enjoyed the video, definitely let me know down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys still enjoy these type of content videos, if you find this helpful, because then I will bring it back and do more if, it finds motivation and it helps you succeed. If you are enjoying the content and you aren't subscribed yet, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the family. You don't want to miss out. And yeah, guys, with all that, I just hope you have a good day, and I will catch you all next time in my next video. Bye, guys.